And joining us from Copenhagen is independent journalist, shooting great video, Patrick Henningsen. Patrick, give people some of the names. We've been linking to some of the videos you've shot with Christopher Monckton, Lord Monckton, and others. You've been posting them on YouTube. They look great. You're doing a great job. And then tell us why you were drawn, as somebody who's been an environmental activist, a real environmental activist, to go to this event and get in the fight against these people.
Well, I'll tell you how the story started, Alex. In 2006, I've always been a kind of a environmentally concerned person since I lived in California in the 80s and 90s. They tried to build a pipeline from Lake Tahoe down to Los Angeles to pump, so everyone in LA could have a green lawn. And a lot of towns along the way were expected to buy into this, and my town was one of them, which was San Luis Obispo. So that was my introduction into environmental activism, to try to stop this crazy, insane pipeline that they wanted to charge everybody access to on the way down to LA. So anyway, fast forward a few years in London, I decided to do an event for Save the Amazon Rainforest. We were legally able to buy up a patch of rainforest in the Amazon basin the size of Soho in central London by staging concerts all over. But anyway, I went to some meetings, and the whole carbon credit thing was coming out at that time, and it was very in vogue corporately to be involved in carbon neutral things. So I inquired to see, well, if we save this much, preserve this much virgin rainforest, how much carbon credits can our corporate sponsors get? So I inquired to see, well, if we save this much, preserve this much virgin rainforest, how much carbon credits can our corporate sponsors get? And to my surprise, the answer was nothing. The whole idea of preservation wasn't on the ticket at all. So that's when a red flag went up in my head, and I had seen Al Gore's film, and I was impressed by it. I don't like him personally. I've always found him as not such a savory character, but I like the film. And so anyway, after this experience with the carbon credits, I started noticing all these city bankers who were showing up at these conferences and things, all very green and very green oriented. And I thought it was quite strange because when you met real environmental activists, you won't find them running around in the financial district usually and wearing 1,000-pound suits and
so as bad as this
shoes.
system would be, I mean, you got in at the ground level saying, let's save rainforest and native people. And they said, buddy, this ain't about that.
Basically, yeah, in a nutshell. So, and I kept trying.
This week, we take a journey to the south coast of England, from Portsmouth Harbor to the historic Isle of Wight, to spend the day with David Icke. I followed his career and witnessed the rise in interest in his work over the last decade, and often thought about what kind of man he was, about his motivations, and the impact that his work has had on millions of people worldwide. With so much ground to cover, I had to really focus on what questions I would ask him, and made a list of topics I'd hoped to cover. It turned out to be a very long list, but this was a rare chance for us to get a clearer fix on who we are and why we are here as habitants on this third rock hurling through space and time. We finally caught up with David at Ryde Pier and began our day driving along the coastline of the historic island. As we began our discussion, a conversation which would cover a vast array of subjects, from politics to government, to media, social engineering, the nature of physical reality, and a 21st century where humanity stands at a crossroads as we attempt to navigate the modern matrix. It's certainly made the news, and Britain being the second biggest party to this proxy war behind the United States, of course, it's something that a lot of people would be concerned about. Definitely, people in the UK are concerned about. Would need to be some kind of an audit from the OPCW. It would be nice if these international organizations would do something, do some real work for a change, and this certainly would be a job worth doing. And the United States has likely been sending in DU rounds into Ukraine through these various weapon shipments as well. And I'm not even addressing the other third-party countries that are shipping arms and weapons and munitions into Ukraine. So it's
I put my cards on the table. I'm on the side of Russia in this conflict. Not because I work for Russia Today. I was on that side before I did work for Russia Today. And in any case, I have never taken the view that I have to reflect the political positions of my employers. I'm with Russia. Russia is an international superpower, a multiply nuclear armed superpower.
But we're going to go through a lot of this and explain to you why 100% the U.S. government's lying to you, why 100% the Ukrainian government is lying to you, and why the Russian government could be lying to you.
هو عدم تدمير الاتحاد السوفيتي أو دق رقبة غورباتشوف ويلتسن في الوقت المناسب. في رأيي فإن الغرب هو مصدر الشر المطلق ويدمر الأسرة والجنس والإنسان بطبعه من خلال الذكاء الاصطناعي. أعتقد أن المسلمين يفهمونني جيدا لأنني أعتقد أن الغرب هو دجال.
Well, we do have a wonderful guest tonight, and it's been a long time coming. I've been speaking to Alex for some time, but he had a number of little clashes with his schedule, and we thought we had him last week, but we don't. We have him this week, and he is finally here. So I am very happy to announce Alex Thomson from UK Column. Now, UK Column, if you're not aware of them, are a group of truth seekers. They publish numerous articles on threats to our lifestyle, our liberty, and our freedom. Alex has been a truth seeker and a Christian for most of his life, and he used to work for GCHQ. Now, you can catch up with him over on ukcolumn.org, and he's about to tell us a little bit more about himself, about his excellent work, about the things they are striving for over at ukcolumn.org, but also he's going to tell us a little bit about his personal journey. And I've got the link to their website in the description of this video, and it'll be uploaded with that link to BitChute and Odyssey directly after this show. But if Alex has any other media links other than ukcolumn.org that you'd like adding, please let us know at the end of the show, Alex, and we'll be happy to add them. Anyway, it's a great pleasure and an honor to have you join us tonight. Over to you, my friend.
Thank you very much indeed, Mark and Jason, and it's a great pleasure to join you. And likewise, I've been watching your output for quite a while.